Pokémon is a series that I've been familiar with for quite some time now. A long while ago, probably when I was around 9, I had a friend who would play Pokémon on his 3DS. I think it was X or Y, but I'm not sure. I would watch him play it and it just confused me on how it would possibly be entertaining. From what I saw, it looked like you were just clicking through a menu and running around doing the same thing over and over again. And to be completely honest, I wasn't really half wrong about that. But a couple of years later, however, I was given my very first Pokémon card. It was a Beedrill from the Primal Clash set, and although I had no clue whatsoever on how to play the card game, I got myself a pack of XY from Walmart and opened it up. I remember pulling an Emolga EX out of it and thought that maybe I was supposed to get an EX out of every single pack. Spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure Emolga was the only EX that I ever pulled from an XY pack. Back then, I had no real luck when it came to opening up packs. I would just open it and hope something good would be in it. I also thought since I would rarely ever pull an ultra rare card that they would be really valuable.
You serious?
Now that I was into the cards, I saw a free demo for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire on the 3DS eShop and thought, hey, maybe I should give this a try. So I downloaded the demo and I absolutely loved what I saw and played. Eventually I was given Pokémon Y and I played through it. This took a very long time, however, because I would always be given a time limit of like 20 minutes per day to play games. This really extends the runtime of something like an RPG. I remember playing Plants vs. Zombies on my DS and only being able to beat one level before putting it up every time. After I eventually beat Y, I got Omega Ruby and worked my way through that too. During all of this, I got my dad into the card game with me and we would play until midnight when I went to visit him. I remember wanting his Mega Mewtwo EX so much. You see, he had an actual deck, while all I had were a couple of things I threw together with the pulls I got. I had one deck with Primal Kyogre in it, and another with Mega Charizard in it. Eventually though, I got tired of playing the video games and looked back at what I used to play, and when I would go back in, it just felt like an A-button simulator. Just mindlessly mashing the A button as your team racks up experience points. And I eventually started to lose interest in the cards too, as I didn't really see my dad anymore, and the one friend I had who would play with me would never make her own deck, so we were just stuck playing with my same cruddy decks every time we played. Several years later, and by that I mean a little bit over a year ago, I went up to this comic shop in my area. I had heard about it before, but I never went there because when I played the cards, I was still in school and I wouldn't be able to go during the times they were open. I went in the store because I heard that you could take in cards and they give you money for them. I had been thinking about dumping my whole collection sometime because of my lack of interest in playing anymore. I went in and met one of the guys who worked in the store, and he seemed pretty friendly. I sold a couple of cards and he told me that they play Pokémon Thursday evenings and asked if I wanted to join. I wasn't really sure if I would, but I thought about it and I showed up with my cruddy little Kyogre deck and his Froakie sleeves. This was the first time in a while since I had seen new cards, so I was fairly shocked when I saw his over 300 freaking HP Inteleon VMAX come into play. He won the first game, but I was a lot closer than I thought I was going to. I had so much fun playing that day that ever since that moment, I've been coming up to the store to play cards every single Thursday that I could. It also really helped me at a time I felt like I was completely alone and I'd been going through some really severe social anxiety and dark thoughts. I eventually got better at the cards, but I completely despised the game at this point. My post-game experience had completely tainted my opinion on the game so much I questioned why I even liked them to begin with. Soon we heard about the newest ones in the franchise to come out soon, known as Scarlet and Violet, and I honestly didn't really care about its release. It's just another game doing the exact same thing that they've been doing for around 30 years. But then I saw the most beautiful thing in the world. They made a Pokémon that looks like Mega Man. This was so cool to me, because I've been playing Mega Man ever since I was really little. I remember it being that one collection on the PS2, and I would not doubt it if it was the first game I have ever played. With how difficult the first one was, I have no idea how I managed to enjoy it enough for me to still be a gamer to this day. Anyway, this new Pokémon game really caught my interest enough for me to at least try playing the games again. So I picked up my perfectly legal Game Boy Advance that is definitely not an emulator on my phone, and started playing Sapphire. And then everything clicked. I understood why I liked playing these games back when I was younger, and I was enjoying myself again. I was no longer bound to my pitiful time limits, so I managed to beat it in a few days. But since it was on my perfectly legal GBA, I think that there is no way of trading to get all the Pokémon in it. It also means no Gengar. I have never understood why you need to trade to evolve him in the first place, and I still remember Kid Me trying to max level my stupid Haunter just so it would evolve. So now I'm back in love with the series, both the cards and the games, and I'm looking forward to Violet and Scarlet's release. I probably won't be able to afford it with how expensive Nintendo is, so maybe if I had enough subscribers to start getting paid for what I do here, I would be able to get it. Seriously though, YouTube runs ads through my videos, and I don't see a single cent until I've hit over 1,000 subs. Anyways, thank you for watching this far in, and with all that being said, I am Kayumba, and I hope you will see me next time. Goodbye.